Hey YouTube, it's Annabelle. So it is Sunday morning and I wanted to quickly do our 34-week update really quickly before anybody else gets up. It is super early on Sunday morning. So we are 34 weeks and 2 days pregnant today. We have so much stuff to do this weekend. We did a whole bunch yesterday, and we just have another full day of things we have to do and all that kind of stuff today. So I have to really quickly get this in before anybody else gets up. So anyways, so since we are 34 weeks and 2 days, we have 40 days left ish until little Tiger makes his or her appearance. So I just keep getting more and more excited. Tomorrow will be 39 days to go, so we'll be in the 30s. So that is very, very exciting. That's something exciting happening this week. I just want to make it to February. February 1st, we will be 37 weeks pregnant. And so if we just make it through the rest of this month, February I feel will feel much more comfortable with like going into labor or things like that. I have had a few contractions over the last week. I did have my doctor's appointment on Friday, and that went very, very, very well. Baby is measuring still a week and a half ahead. So that hasn't changed, and baby is head down. So again, keeping my fingers crossed that baby stays head down for the rest of the pregnancy. If baby like starts moving and all that kind of stuff, like he or she has been, like that will start to bother me because there's going to be less and less room in there for him or her to move around. And I don't want the baby to end up getting stuck in the breech position or anything like that. So I am keeping my fingers crossed baby stays head down. Everything looked great at my appointment. It was a rather quick appointment, actually. Everything looked great. There's no concerns. My blood pressure is awesome. Everything just went well. I actually met with one of the representatives from the hospital and got like birth certificate information filled out and did some paperwork so that way I don't have to do it on the actual day that we deliver. So that was nice. I didn't have anybody come talk to me early like that with my daughter. We filled out all the paperwork the morning of the day that she was born. So I got to meet with that lady. We got to talk about things, any issues, concerns. I, of course, wanted to know the status of the water birth situation. And again, with hospital rules and regulations, they just don't think that that's going to happen. They said that I could shower and things like that during labor, but as for actually giving birth in the water, probably not going to happen. So I'm a little bit crushed by that, but I'll get over it. We'll just have to move on. It was just something that I thought would be awesome for this labor and delivery. But it's okay. Like, I can do it exactly like I did it the last time, and everything will be fine. But yes, so my appointment went wonderful. Got to talk to my doctor about a whole bunch of stuff. Got to talk to the representative from the hospital. I have to go in and do like a pre-register kind of thing at our hospital. In the next like month or so, they want me to come in and do that. And that's basically just showing up, being like, yes, I'm going to like plan on giving birth here and like do insurance cards and stuff like that, because the lady who came to talk to me would just wanted like paperwork stuff like filled out kind of thing that I did with my daughter that morning of. Okay, so anyways, appointment went wonderful. My next appointment will be in 2 weeks. And they will be doing the Strep B test next time. So I kind of like didn't want to be messed with down there until I was 37 weeks, but it will be at my 36-week appointment where they do that and everything. So I'm not really looking forward to that. I don't think anybody really does. The strep B came back negative with my daughter, but it can change from pregnancy to pregnancy and things like that. So we'll just wait to find out those results. Then I have to wait for the results, so I won't have like an actual update on that in the next, or at my 36-week appointment, but I'm sure I'm going to have a 37-week appointment as well, because I think my week appointments start then. So I will have an update for you guys on that and how that's going. But yes, on to symptoms. Okay, so I have been going to sleep and taking naps on the weekends. I can take naps on the weekends. I was not able to take a nap yesterday because we were so busy, and I'm not going to be able to take a nap today because, again, we are busy. So I'm a little bit down about that, but I'm getting really good sleep at night, besides the tossing and turning kind of stuff to get more comfortable. And I know that, like, it doesn't sound like I'm sleeping well, but I actually am. Like, it feels like when I'm sleeping, I'm actually getting more of a deep sleep. There have been a few nights this week where I actually have been finding that I'm awake in the middle of the night, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm awake and thinking about stuff. And it goes back to my planning and preparing brain. I start thinking about stuff like, okay, do we have this? Do we have this? I need my daughter's birthday to happen, and then we're going to have this and this and this to do. So those are the kind of things that are like going through my head. I haven't had any of the weird dreams lately. They're still random dreams, but they're not all of the confrontation kind of things. It's more of planning and preparing and just dreaming about upcoming events. Like I was dreaming about this weekend, this last week, about all the stuff we had to do. And like last night I dreamed about my daughter's birthday party that is this next week, that this whole next week we're going to be getting the final things ready for that party because we have that next weekend. So that's very exciting. So a whole bunch of stuff we have to do this week. I've got a whole checklist of stuff that we still have to do, so I'm still working on that. Again, I had a few contractions this week, just absolutely random, still just kind of here and there. I have had back pain this week, and I do think that's because baby is back to being head down and all that kind of stuff. It's just finding a comfortable sleeping position that takes like the pressure off of my lower back. I feel really tight in all of my muscles, even though I've been doing stretching, and I've talked about that in the last few weeks, I think, about how important like I feel my stretching is. Anytime I feel really tight in here, and a lot of it might be my breasts feel very full and just gigantic, and like they're just pulling down. And so I think that's trying to like bring my shoulders forward. So I find that I have to be constantly stretching my shoulders out. My like carpal tunnel thing that I talked about quite a few weeks ago is completely fine unless I sleep with my wrist like this or like this. But that has felt really tight lately, so I've had to be stretching out my wrists, my arms, my neck. My neck's been cracking a lot lately, and also my hips have been cracking a lot lately, or popping. With my daughter, I had a lot of like pain or like locking up of my hips after my daughter was born. So this time I'm stretching, making sure I'm stretching out those hips, stretching out my lower back, stretching out my legs, trying to do simple like toning exercises with my legs, doing squats, and just kind of doing like a rotating thing just to kind of help loosen everything up. because again, I'm feeling really, really tight. And it's not so much in my stomach, which it does feel like baby has less and less room in there with every week that passes. Just there seems like there's less and less room. But just with trying to feel like tight, it seems to be in my muscles, and again in my hips and in my back is where I feel the tightest. So again, just trying to do stretches and trying to relieve that as much as possible. And as for baby is still having those fierce movements. My ribs feel like they are bruised from the inside. And I was talking to my doctor about this, about how when I sit, I'm starting to sit with a pillow or a rolled up towel or blanket behind my back to kind of kink it a little bit to get my ribs off of the baby. Because the baby is just kicking the inside of my ribs, and it's very painful. And I found where I haven't been able to slouch, which is a good thing, for quite some time now. But I'm finding that even sitting up straight seems to be just making the baby not comfortable, and he or she is just trying to get those ribs off of him or her. So that is another thing. As for leg cramps, I haven't had leg cramps in a very long time. So that has been awesome. I haven't had any swelling either. My hands still swell, and it seems to be dependent on the time of day. So it kind of determines whether or not I can wear my rings or not. Like right now, my hands do feel tight, but I like just woke up just like right before I started this video. So my hands do feel tight. They'll feel better as the day goes, and then they'll start to swell again. And I've just been trying to keep up with dry skin and things like that. My face is again like exploding, which like it brings down my self-confidence, but it seems like it's going in waves. Like it'll get really, really bad, and then it'll all start to clear up, and then it gets really, really bad, and then it all starts to clear up. So it's just so I don't know. But yes, so anyways, I do believe that is it. I did have a baby buy. I will try to show those next time. Nothing major. I was in a store actually buying gifts for this weekend, and I actually found some bibs that were like 50% off, which was awesome. So I only ended up paying like $3 a bib for them, which was awesome. But I got them for our diaper bag. They are the waterproof, like, wipe down ones that we have. I got 3 of them, and we put those in our diaper bag to have when we travel. And the ones that we had been using with my daughter for the last 2 years were just a hot mess. They were stained on the front, and then the back, like plastic waterproof part, was starting to get holes in it from being washed so much. Because we just keep them in the diaper bag, so that way if we're ever out and she wants a snack or something, we just throw one on her really, really quickly so she doesn't ruin the outfit that she has on that day. But anyway, so we got, we used to have 2 in there, and now since we're going to have 2 kids, like when we travel, I did get 3. That way we have 1 for each kid, and then we have an extra if we need it. But these are they're like completely like plastic, so they'll be able to be washed easily, and hopefully these won't fall apart as quickly. So I did get that. I'll probably just show them in our setup video or something, or in my diaper bag video, something like that, later on down the road, because it's nothing big, nothing major, but it is something that I bought that's going to be for this baby also. But yes, so that is it. I will show you guys my belly, and then I will let you guys go, and we have to get started with our day. Okay, so let me try to, now again, this is right away in the morning. I haven't eaten or drank anything. Here is the baby belly. So my belly button has not popped yet. And there's no indentation whatsoever. But these guys feel just gigantic. I'm starting to get more creases in here, which is fine, whatever. But yeah, but there's the belly. But yes, so anyways, you all have a wonderful weekend. Again, we have my daughter's birthday coming up next weekend, and we're going to have family and friends here and everything. So, my update might be really late next week. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later, and have a good week. Bye, guys.